Okay, this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CERP. We will take a look at the daily time frame. Done this one a few times before, and this one actually makes a great example because the last time we did it, what we did was we drew this trend line here, and I talked about how this was an important level of support. So let's just get this changed to green again, since again the price this is an important level in regard to the price. But you can see right here that the price did technically fall below it. So if you didn't understand charting or whatever and you saw that, you may just have panicked and gotten out. But for those that do understand charting, this is where kind of wiggle room and just using, charting as a whole comes into play. Because while, yeah, it did fall below that trend line, look what's right there, that purple line there, which is the 50-day simple moving average, which is a very important level of support. So while it did technically break through that trend line, yeah, it was still right above and sitting right at this key level of support, being the 50-day simple moving average. So just a little example of how when you do understand charting as a whole, you're not going to get caught up in something like this where you say, oh, well, the trend line failed, that means everything's over. If you would have understood this support level 2 being a very important one, then you wouldn't have lost your wits, and you'd be pretty happy after today's action. So just wanted to point that out first. On that same note, these two levels are definitely still important levels of support. This trend line being an important level, but at the end of the day, especially now that this level has flattened out, and this level I mean by the 50-day simple moving average valued at 3 cents, this kind of is taking over as a very important level of support, because now as long as the price holds above here, not only is the 50-day going to continue to flatten out, but it's going to eventually curve up and essentially become the new trend line. So while this trend line is still important, yes, I would give more importance to the price remaining above this 50-day simple moving average, which again is that purple line. So that's where the current levels of support are. Short-term support levels, it did get up above the 10-day and 20-day simple moving average, that blue and gray line. But for the grand scheme and overall chart, those two levels are still going to be support. Now in terms of resistance levels, the one that's sticking out to me is going to be up here, right at, we'll call it 0.048. You can see a lot of price history right around this level. So that's going to be the current level of resistance. And then as you will see here in a second, with a break of that, nothing really until up around 6 cents, where that comes from this previous high here, and then way up there at basically 7 cents. So lots of room to run. And what's also interesting is it's not like today's volume was massive. It was big, yes, but it's not like it was some gigantic day. But look how much the price moved. So that makes me think that whatever was causing this downwards move, whatever selling pressure, is finally out, because it was able to move this much easier on not that much more volume. Yes, it was more, but it's not like it was a day like that. So looking like potentially the cause of this downwards pullback here is finally out, and now the price is having a much easier time moving upwards. But overall, good looking chart, and makes a great example of why you need to learn charting as a whole, not just bits and pieces. If there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to sign up for our newsletter up there. When you do that, you'll get a free ebook. And also, if you enjoyed the video and want to learn more about charting and make an investment into your trading education, I'd encourage you to check out our video course down there. Over 8.5 hours of teaching and education. It's been getting good third-party reviews, so I'd encourage you to check it out and give it a try. One more time, this is CERP. Thanks for listening.